from U.S. Bank Stadium in Minneapolis. This is the National Football League.
The kicker, Will Reichard, has the ball on the tee.
And we are underway from downtown Minneapolis.
And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
Throwing to start the drive. Lane. And that's hauled in by St. Brown over the middle. 5 yards on the game's first play. Second down. First carry now for David Montgomery. Only a couple there as he'll be brought down about the 28.
What an advantage having a lead guy in the middle of the defensive line, because not only does he take up the space and let the linebackers run free, but can also make plays himself, as we just saw there.
Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. Points 1, 2, and 3 in their defensive game plan was to get to the quarterback and knock the ball free. They did it there. Luckily, offense hangs on to it.
Yeah, that's got to serve as a wake-up call, though, because they can't afford to let the ball go over to the defense and miss opportunities. And I'm not saying it happened here, but you know what a good rule of thumb is when a play like that occurs? You know who usually recovers it? The guy who missed his block and let his quarterback get hit.
They've got good starting field position as they come up here 1st and 10 at their own 37. They'll roll him out right. Oh, nice move in midfield. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. Looking to speed things up here, going with some tempo. They'll look to throw now on first down. That's caught by the big tight end, T.J. Hockenson.
Second down and 4.
Now here's a throw that's complete. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down. He'll look to throw. Sliding out of the pocket.
He throws it on the move, but can't connect as that falls incomplete.
Well, they've been back on their heels a little bit here in this drive, but a chance to exhale just a little bit there with incompletion on first down. Now they have to gear up, try and get 2 more stops, and escape this drive.
And it's going to be another first down as they'll get him to the ground at the Lions' 17-yard line. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw.
Complete. Jefferson the target. And the Vikings are looking at 1st and goal as he's tackled all the way down at the 2-yard line.
He's got his man. It's taken in for a Viking touchdown.
Aaron Jones.
A 2-yard touchdown grab.
And the Vikings are on the board first here this afternoon.
Extra point splits the uprights, and that makes the score 7-0. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away.
And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22.
The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive.
These guys definitely hoping for a better showing than their last appearance. They couldn't really even move the football much beyond the shadows of their own goal.
And it's out. He put it on the carpet. And the Vikings pick up the football. And he'll be brought down around the 7-yard line.
Well, this jet sweep is so popular now in football, but Charles, here's the downside, a turnover.
Yeah, because you want so badly to get the ball in the hands of your receivers, let him try and create something. I think that when he took the handoff, he was thinking something big. Instead, he didn't feel the pressure, and the ball came free.
And it's caught in the end zone for the Viking touchdown by Justin Jefferson.
A 7-yard touchdown grab.
And the Vikings are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead.
Extra point right down the middle. And that'll make the score 14-0. Well, that drive started with not a whole lot of real estate in front of them. In plus territory, excellent field position. 2 plays later, pay dirt. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. Now a hit and a loose football. And this belongs to the Vikings.
So problems compounding themselves here on the return. They just give up the touchdown, and now they lose the football.
Yeah, partner, things are starting to unravel a little bit for them right in front of our eyes.
Touchdown, Vikings. T.J. Hockenson from 21 yards away.
And the Vikings take a 3-touchdown lead.
Point after, right down the middle. And it's now 21-0. Well, they got the ball in great field position. 1 play later, boom, end zone.
So how about this for a start? 21-0 here in the first as they kick this one away. And he returns this to the 22. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. Well, CD, you kind of feel like they're in a bit of a danger zone right here because now you're down 3 scores, and I know we're in the first half, but the way this offense hasn't been able to generate anything, you feel like they probably need to get something going on this drive, right?
Yeah, and sometimes I overuse if this is an important possession, but I think this has to be the possession where they come up with an answer because only a few teams in league history have ever come back from a 4-score deficit. And if they don't score here, that's what they could be facing the next time they get the ball.
Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he is going to have a Lions first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Back to throw. Lane, nowhere to go here. He lost the football.
Oh, and one of the linemen on the other side has got it.
And his guys are going to get the football at the 37-yard line. And this should be the final play before the quarter ends. Now a first down carry by Jones. And he's going to be brought down on what will be the final play of this first quarter. 21-0 our score after 1. Second quarter now from Minnesota. It's the Vikings in possession of the football. And he ran right through 1 tackle as he fights forward for a gain of 7. 2nd and 3. It fights him off. It's a loss of 2, now 3rd down.
They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks.
Back to throw here.
He's got his running back out of the backfield. And the Vikings are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
Being chased out left.
There's Hockenson in the end zone. Touchdown, Vikings.
A great effort there with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half.
And the Vikings are able to widen their lead here in this first half.
Extra point splits the uprights, and a rout is on here in this first half. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And he loses the football a 2nd time. And the Vikings pick, and he's going to score. It's a Viking touchdown. So they get the 1-score kickoff, get a fumble, take it right back to the house. 2 quick touchdowns within a matter of about 10 seconds on the game clock.
It's like a big 1-2 punch that may lead to a knockout.
Extra point right down the middle. And a rout is on here in this first half. And you can bet they're preaching 2 hands on the ball here as the kick's away following that fumble return.
And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. And they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leader...
A 50-50 ball here, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Stephon Gilmore.
Well, that one was in the air for an agonizingly long time.
Just begging to be picked off, wasn't it? It's one thing if you're throwing a ball like that, trying to throw someone open or lead them into an area. But that ball needed to be thrown with a lot more conviction. As a result, it's an easy interception.
That's going to be caught by Moss. Touchdown! A great play there. 28 yards.
And the Vikings have taken a 6-touchdown lead.
Point after, right down the middle. And it is 42-0. Pretty clean and simple there. Just 2 plays. The long pass resulting in the touchdown on play number 2. And oh my goodness, he loses it again. And the Vikings pick up the football. Then he will bring it back to about the 11-yard line.
Now a 1st and 10 at the 11.
They'll try and start this drive in the air.
There's Hawkinson in the end zone. Touchdown, Vikings.
A great effort there. On his way to a monster game. 3 first-half touchdowns.
And the Vikings just continue to roll.
Extra point splits the uprights. And the route is on here in this first half. Minnesota's kick team ready, and the Vikings boom it away.
And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive.
And for this offense, Charles, you got to think kind of crucial here to put something together on this drive.
Nowhere to go here. He lost the football.
Oh, and one of the linemen on the other side has got it.
And they take over already 5 yards deep into the red zone at the 15-yard line.
The line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10. He'll get that one to Carter complete.
That throw good for 4. It's 2nd down. Quick hitter here. It's complete. Touchdown, Vikings.
Aaron Jones
with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half.
And the Vikings extend their lead yet again.
Extra point right down the middle. And the route is on here in this first half. They had the short field, and they made quick work of it. Just 2 plays to get into the end zone. Minnesota's kick team ready, and the Vikings boom it away.
And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22.
The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together and say, all right, guys, we're going to lean on you through this patch. We need you to get us back on track and get us going in the right direction. So you're calling plays geared to them. Not necessarily what you look at your plays, oh, this hurts the defense. I want the ball in the hands of X, Y, and Z and see if we can move forward.
So don't get too cute. Go to the playmakers.
Oh, everything falling apart now. Another one intercepted.
And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown.
I cannot imagine a more perfect half of football for one side, CD, and a more disastrous half of football for another side. But if you focus on the positive half, with this pick 6, you look at where that lead is at, and to think that we are only in the 2nd quarter. My goodness.
I love the expression, my goodness indeed. Pretty obvious. It's a free fall out there. Everybody gets a chance to make a play. And if you're on the field, you've got a great chance of being the next guy that your teammates are celebrating.
And they will wrangle him down a couple yards shy of the 30.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive.
And not the first time that they're coming back out off of a turnover, but the last one really hurt, Charles, with that pick 6.
And it feels like the whole team's infected right now, doesn't it? It's not just been one person. It's kind of been a group effort where the mistakes have happened. Can they put that aside, kind of start over, and put together a nice drive?
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Looking to throw. Lane.
And that is going to be incomplete as he led him a bit too much. 2nd and 10.
Back to throw. Now the ball comes loose, and the Vikings pick up the football.
Now inside the 25.
And they will be set up now as he brings this thing all the way back inside the 20.
So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Jones. A chance to really cap off a big first half here as they come up on 1st and goal. Now here's a look for the end zone, but that one's going to wind up incomplete.
As soon as he leaked out and began his route, someone on the defensive side broke with him and arrived just in time to separate him from another reception.
And it's caught. And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line.
Now they'd really like to make the short field pay off. We'll see if they can, but this is 3rd and goal.
Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete. The offense is staying out there. Here we go on 4th and goal from the 1. Escaping the pressure right.
There's Hawkinson in the end zone. Touchdown, Vikings.
A great play there. On his way to a historic performance, 4 first-half touchdowns.
And the Vikings' decision to go for it pays off with 6 points.
Point after, right down the middle. And the route is on here in this first half. Minnesota's kick team ready, and the Vikings boom it away.
And he'll take it a yard or so past the 20, call it the 21.
The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive.
And with a little under a minute remaining, they may try to put something together here just to try to cut into that deficit. He gets this out wide to Gibbs.
The ball comes out, and the Vikings pick up the football.
Whenever I see a team turn it over on back-to-back drives, fumbles on their last 2, I know one person's blood pressure who is starting to rise, and that's the head coach.
Absolutely. And when's it going to go down? When they stop fumbling?
When they stop fumbling and after he's assessed the game film, and only if they manage to win the game.
Now a 2nd and 10.
He'll buy some time right.
And that one too far in front. He couldn't reel it in. It's incomplete.
Well, they approached this drive with a lot of confidence after their last one ended up as a touchdown. But incompletions on their first 2 throws has them huddling up and trying to figure out a big play here on 3rd down to get their momentum going again.
This offense converted once on 4th down earlier. Now they're out there again to try once more.
That is caught.
And taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down. The Vikings going to signal for the first of their timeouts as they stop it with 11 seconds remaining in this first half.
Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10.
This will be caught at about the 6. And he couldn't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. And with just 4 seconds left in this first half, a timeout call. So with 4 seconds to go in the half, here's the field goal unit onto the field. From the left hash, he'll have to cut this at a tight angle. And his kick is indeed good, and that will extend their lead even further.
So they wind up turning the turnover into points as they convert there for 3.
Yeah, that was a nice job there to force the fumble. They recover, hand things over to their offense, and then the offense went down and got them 3. That alone, that's not enough to win a game, but both units able to do their jobs on these last 2 drives.
So we've reached, and now due to apparent time constraints, we fast forward to the beginning of the second half. The Vikings have to like their position. They've got the lead. They get this football as well as we are back and underway for the second half.
And able to get this out to the 25.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. They'll come out throwing here on first down. Eluding the pressure right.
Middle of the field to Jefferson.
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. And they're going to hurry back to the line now. They'll look to throw here on first down. And they're well past midfield, just a yard or two shy of the 40. So the ball moves from their own 41 to the other 41 here for 1st and 10.
And oh, that nearly their first pick of the game, but it falls down to the ground incomplete.
And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again.
This is caught by Addison.
And it's going to be another first down as they'll get him to the ground at the Lions' 25-yard line. Flush to his right.
And oh, that nearly their first pick of the game, but it falls down to the ground incomplete.
Again, he'll drop to throw.
And that almost their first INT of the ball game. Had his sights on it, but he couldn't seal the deal.
This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10.
This one brought in by Jefferson.
And that's not nearly going to be enough. Stopped at the 22, and he needed plenty more. So it looks like the offense isn't going anywhere. They're going to go for it on 4th and 7. And now a loose football. The ball comes out, and this is scooped up by the Lions. And the return will stop them well inside their own 20 at the 15-yard line.
And now, as with every potential turnover, they're going to take a second. So that one overturned. They say the knee was down, and that will not be ruled a fumble.
Now a throw to the end zone on first down, but it winds up incomplete.
Glad to have you with us from Minneapolis. 3rd quarter here, 2nd and 10.
Flushed out right. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Minnesota. A 10-yard touchdown run.
And the Vikings take the opening kickoff of the 3rd quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead.
Extra point splits the uprights, and the lead grows even larger here in the 3rd quarter. Minnesota's kick team ready, and the Vikings boom it away. Now a hit and a loose football, and the Vikings pick up the football. And he's going to score. It's a Viking touchdown. So they get the 1-score kickoff, get a fumble, take it right back to the house. 2 quick touchdowns within a matter of about 10 seconds on the game clock.
It's like a big 1-2 punch that may lead to a knockout.
Extra point right down the middle. And the lead grows even larger here in the 3rd quarter. So here's the kickoff now as they'll get it again following that fumble return for a score.
And this return going to come to a quick end as he is belted at the end of that one.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive.
It's a game that they would rather probably forget about, at least to this point, Charles. And one reason is turnovers.
Montgomery hit, and the ball is loose.
And the defense says they have it. They do. One play into the ball game, an early turnover.
They'll start out here with a jet sweep. And they work this near the 5. He'll be stopped at the 6. And quickly they get to the line. Now back to throw. Rolling to his right. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
It's been a fun game for him so far, but I think he tried to do just a little too much that time. Give the defense a rare win on that snap.
He's got it. Touchdown.
Jordan Addison
from 6 yards away.
And the Vikings get another 3rd quarter touchdown to add on to that lead. So take away the touchdown. The officials rule he did not get the football to break the plane.
Escaping the pressure right.
Now throw on the run, but that's going to be incomplete.
Oh, he's been fun to watch in this one. He's made the correct reads all game long and helped stake his team a huge lead. Running, passing, he's made all the right decisions. But that wasn't the right read on that one. It falls incomplete.
And he will score. Touchdown, Vikings.
A touchdown run there from a yard out. And the Vikings take advantage of the short field and finish it off with a quick touchdown.
Point after, right down the middle. And the lead grows even larger here in the third quarter. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. Now a hit and a loose football. And the Vikings pick up the football. And they are going to bring this one back. It's a fumble return, a scoop and score for the Vikings. Extra point forthcoming. And the lead grows even larger here in the third quarter. So not only the cough up, but then the pickup on the other side, the scoop, and the score the other way, the fumble return for a touchdown. And you can bet they're preaching two hands on the ball here as the kicks away following that fumble return.
And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23.
The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive.
Well, this has been a tough one for them, Charles. They've struggled really on both sides of the football. And one thing that's really plagued them, the turnovers. They've had issues keeping the football in their possession.
And every game that's ever been played, all coaches talk about taking care of the football and limiting turnovers. And in this one, after we saw that first turnover, we worried that things would snowball, and it certainly did.
He's got a man, complete.
Down to the 10.
And all the way down to the 5. A big play there for Detroit. 69 yards. And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch ends as the third quarter has come to a close. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. And not a whole lot there. He does get a couple, taking it from the 5 down to the 3. So the ball position now at the 3. Here's second and goal. Now they'll send a tight end in motion left. To throw on second down. Lane. And that is caught. Touchdown, Detroit.
Amon-Ra St. Brown.
From 3 yards out.
And the Lions are finally into the end zone here in this fourth quarter.
Extra point splits the uprights as they make the score just a slight bit more respectable here in the final quarter of play. Here are the Lions now as they line up and kick this one away.
And he'll wisely just take a knee here, and this ball will come out to the 30-yard line.
And now out comes Minnesota.
Well, CD, you and I do a lot of games together, but it is pretty rare that we do a game of this margin. I mean, this has just been total domination from start until now, and I don't think they're going to take their foot off the gas at this point.
Do you think that on the sideline, some jokester said to one of his teammates, maybe a few of them, hey, we're up 50. Why not go for 100? You think maybe that line was uttered on the sideline? I can't believe what we're seeing here. An NFL game this lopsided.
Again, it's Jones. And he's going to get it across the midfield stripe into Lion territory. And they're going to speed things up here. They'll look to throw for it on 3rd and 1. Eluding the pressure right.
He's got his target. That's complete. He's got room to roam.
Touchdown, Vikings. A big play there. His second touchdown of the afternoon.
And the Vikings continue to pour it on here in the fourth.
Extra point right down the middle. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to that big lead. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away.
And he returns this to the 22. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. Well, we said it at halftime that they would need a nearly perfect second half to erase that deficit that they were facing, CD. But unfortunately, the second half has pretty much been a carbon copy of the first.
Yeah, that early lead was almost insurmountable the way their opponent was playing. And, partner, they do have some good news, though. This one is getting close to being over, and they can try and hit the reset button starting tomorrow. And that's another play that's painted the picture of this game overall. It's been a blowout. It's been continually fueled by big turnovers and stops for one side and an inability to advance the ball from the other.
And this is going to be incomplete.
At this point in the game, they've got to continue to try anything they can. They're still working at it, even though this one feels like a lost cause.
And here now the punter Fox as he sends this one away.
This is taken at the 18. Shrugs him off. A good return there. Call it 13 yards. And the Vikings will take over here 1st and 10. The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway.
Well, they don't really need the points here, Charles, given what we're looking at on the scoreboard, but they've scored on 3 consecutive possessions, 3 consecutive drives, and I'm sure that they would like to keep that streak going here and continuing to pour it on.
And things have gotten that way in the NFL, haven't they, partner? Because in the old days, people would, they'd get off the gas a little bit, right? But now, people continue to accelerate, but we'll see what they decide to do as they come out with this one. But the way that this game has gone, they've got to be awfully happy with their execution overall.
And an off-balance throw there, and it's going to wind up incomplete.
And with things looking pretty good on the scoreboard, they're going to keep the offense out there and go for it here on 4th.
And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled.
And now it looks like they're going to be in the hurry-up. They go play action here on 1st down.
And, oh, that nearly their first pick of the game, but it falls down to the ground incomplete.
They'll try and run some clock now with Jones. He spins free.
And a strong run that time as he's across midfield and down to the 43.
So the Vikings in possession of the football as we get you reset. After the run by Jones, here's 1st and 10. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. Flashed the stick skills but didn't get a ton from it. Stopped short of the 35.
Here's 2nd and 3.
Steps away to his left.
Oh, that'll be incomplete. Oh, he took a shot as he let that go. And it's going to bring up a 3rd down. Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first. And this a leaping effort, but it's knocked away and incomplete.
Now the Vikings will send out the special teams crew here for a field goal try. The Vikings going to signal for their first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next.
Kevin O'Connell has a play call ready. His guys going for it on 4th.
And the athleticism on the spin move allows him to pick up the first before he's brought down. And now they're in the hurry-up. That one looks like he'll throw here. And here is a leaping catch. He pulled it in. And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 and mark him at the 5. They'll look to throw. And this will be caught in the down. Now the try here for the point after. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead. So that drive, 12 plays in length.
And it was T.J. Hawkinson who finished the drive with a touchdown reception.
Minnesota's kick team ready, and the Vikings boom it away.
And a nice job there on special teams to limit him to inside the 15 as he's dropped at the 14.
The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. They are just obviously getting shellacked here in this one, Charles. What's the message if you're a coach for this final drive in a lopsided game like this?
For a lot of coaches,
be honest.
don't forget today. don't forget what has happened out here.
Yeah, use that as ammo going forward.
Exactly. Take a great look at that scoreboard. Realize how poorly everything went.
And he's going to be intercepted for the third time thus far.
And he will bring this down inside the 10 to the 8-yard line.
Another great play defensively. They've been sharp on both sides of the ball, Charles, but that interception means that this defense very well keep them down to single digits on the scoreboard in this game.
And that's certainly something to smile about, isn't it, partner, if you're on defense? Because your goal every game is to pitch a shutout, but you and I both know that's pretty unrealistic. But to hold a team below double figures in a game, in an NFL game, that's certainly something to take pride in.
And he'll be taken down here, and that is how